Behold, I go forward, but he is not there, and backward, but I cannot perceive him. On the left hand, where he doth work, but I cannot behold him. He hideth himself on the right hand, that I cannot see him. Job 23, 8-9. You go forward, but he is not there, backward, but you cannot perceive him. On the left hand, where he works, you cannot behold him. He hideth himself on the right, that you cannot see him. Here is the cry of every seeker who chases God through outward forms, ceremonies, rituals, always coming up empty. God is not an object to be located in time or space. He is the creative power within your consciousness, forever evading the senses until you abandon the search outside yourself. When you awake to the knowledge of God, you understand that God hides himself so that you will turn inward. His absence in the world is the lure of your own imagination calling you home. To go forward or backward is the same spiral of thought, dualities that bind you. On the left hand, your past regrets, you look in vain for him. On the right, the future anxieties, he remains concealed. Only in the now, where your imagination dwells, does he stand revealed. Why does he hide? Because he waits for your complete surrender. The more you relinquish your self-will, the more you awaken to his presence. He wishes to be known not as a concept, but as your very self. In that moment of utter surrender, you feel the embrace of father and child, melting into one. You become the conscious place where he works. So cease your wanderings. Close your eyes to the outer world and sleep in the feeling of his presence fulfilled. There in that sacred chamber, he will no longer hide. You will awaken to find him at your right hand, inseparable from your own I am. There are no lefts or rights, no past or future. Only the infinite now in which God dwells, and you at last perceive him. In these lines, Job describes the restless mind seeking God in every direction, past memories, backward, future hopes, forward, and the extremes of thought, left hand, right hand. Psychologically, this mirrors our own scattered consciousness chasing fulfillment outside itself, never finding peace because it overlooks its own center. The hidden presence Job longs for is not out there, but the current state of awareness that quietly witnesses every thought and feeling. Metaphysically, the verse sketches the process of manifestation. The divine seed, God, is sown quietly within imagination and faith, then hides until we recognize it. Forward and backward represent projection, visualizing a hoped-for scene, and reflection, revisiting an inner conviction. The hidden right and left hands are the balanced faculties of faith, right, and imagination, left. When they merge in a single, present moment assumption, the seed blossoms into reality. What this scripture reveals is that your true power lies in the I am consciousness, the creative Jehovah within you. Just as God works where Job cannot see, your own divine power operates beneath the surface of conscious thought. By knowing yourself as that power, by accepting I am the presence, rather than I seek the presence, you awaken the latent creative energy lodged in your imagination. Start by centering your awareness in the present I am state. As soon as your mind begins to wander, gently pause and affirm to yourself, here, now I am. From this quiet, receptive space, merge faith with imagination by fully experiencing the emotion of your desire as if it has already been fulfilled, holding that inner conviction firmly even when external circumstances suggest otherwise. Next, set aside a few minutes for brief, focused meditations in which you first step forward into the reality of your desire, sensing its details, textures, and joys, and then move backward into gratitude for its fulfillment. This rhythmic practice of imagining forward and giving thanks backward anchors the seed of your intention deep within. At the same time, cultivate unwavering trust in the hidden process. Understand that every steadfast assumption you hold is like planting an unseen hand, quietly shaping your vision into form despite any apparent delays. As you shift from seeking a distant deity to knowing the God I am that lives within you, doubt dissolves into creative certainty. In this way, these ancient teachings cease to be mere words on a page and instead become a living, empowering truth in your everyday life.